Well, good morning. Bernice Winter here, once again from the Condominium Real Estate Sales Academy and Condo Check. Today, I want to talk to you about the move in, move out um, thought process, requirements, if you will. It's important when you're moving into a condominium to be prepared. Again, the whole goal is to prevent the surprises. Um, and recently, sadly, we had a client who had done a document review. Wonderful young man, absolutely first time buyer. Um, no reason for the way he was treated other than he wasn't aware that you could not leave your car in the loading zone that was next to where the garbage pickup was. He innocently was, he unloaded, he stopped, had a pizza or what have you without moving the vehicle immediately. This condominium was brutal. They fined him. All total, during his move in process, he had the elevator not booked, he had the truck in the wrong zone. They decided he was a problem from the get go. His total fines added up to over $700 by the time he phoned us, just devastated. I don't want to see this happen to anyone ever, and I think that condominium is outrageous for what they did. But the sad and the truth is, this is the rights they have, and who knows what's behind it that they decided to be so aggressive instead of simply informing them. Good news is legislation's changing, and by July of 19 and parts of it in January of 2020 here in Alberta, you're going to have some real criteria around warnings before fines, opportunity to learn. It's ridiculous that the legislation has had to go that far because of abuses. But my goal here today is that you have never experienced this for one of your clients, for one of your buyers, or for yourself. It's ridiculous. So when it comes to moving in, there is a little bit of a checklist. Firstly, contact the management company. Find out if there is a fee for booking the elevator. Sometimes you need to pay a security deposit. There are condominiums that will actually hire security people to be there while you've got doors open and access to the building a little more freely for strangers. There are condominiums that require specific areas where you can and cannot load and unload. Certainly you cannot park a vehicle on the grass if you're in one of these townhome style condominiums. So find out those types of rules. It's important also to verify where you're going to put your packing materials once you're done with them. Some condominiums have cardboard specific recycling bins, and even then they need you to crush them, that kind of thing. Others, when it comes to, if you're moving out, which is the other side of the coin, you can't leave furniture and that type of stuff in the garbage bin areas that the corporation can charge you for the removal of that, of having to hire someone to do that. So that's another really big issue. Now, the other thing to think about if you're moving in at Christmas time or a holiday time, condominiums have rules around decorations. So don't just run out and get that tree and start decorating and have the streamers and lights hanging on your balcony without verifying what's in the bylaws. At Condo Check, if we do a review, we highlight that in the review, so you can go to the review for quick reference if necessary. But that would apply to all holidays, whether it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, you name it. Decorating the exterior of your property can have issues, and trees are definitely an issue for Christmas time. Many bylaws don't allow them live. So when you're moving in, know those kind of rules, especially at the time of year you're moving in. Now be sure that you have contacted the utility company to have your utilities connected. The other thing to remember when you're moving into these condos is noise. So, when you have all your friends over to celebrate that you are finally in this wonderful new investment of yours, Remember the noise bylaw because, again, corporations have that ability to fine. So your important pieces, first, check with the manager, find out if there's requirements for deposits, booking times. There are condominiums that have limits on when you can and cannot move in between certain hours of the day, that type of thing. Find out where you can have extra vehicles parked. So if you've got visitors, do they have a visitor's lot? What are their boundaries? What are their expectations? What are their rules? Find out where you can and cannot load. Some condos have loading bays, others, it's whatever works. So don't assume, would be my greatest advice to you. Don't assume that you can just pull up with your goodies in your van or your truck and start hauling them in, because there may be rules. One of them that's pretty common is rush hour times for using the elevator. So if you're planning to move in at, that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock period of time of the day on a weekday, think about that, because that's when everybody's coming home from work. And again, that early in the morning, that 6, 7, 8 a.m., kind of till 9 a.m. time frame is when the elevators are really busy. Never ever block an elevator just by putting something in front of it. It totally affects the mechanics of that elevator. So do find out the process. Many of these condominiums will want pads put up to protect the condominium, so you need to give them some time to do that. So get a hold of them as soon as you've got your deal firmed up. Make the arrangements for the move in. And the same would go if you were moving out. By then you should know the rules with any luck. But I hope this is a great experience for you, and that you're not blindsided by one of these ridiculous fines, or an angry owner or property manager because you've stepped on a rule by accident. And it's unfortunate, but when these people enforce these rules aggressively, it's because of abuse that's happened in the past. So try to have a little compassion for them instead of reactive. But more than anything, prevent it. Just be prepared. Know, ask the questions. Is there anything you need to know? Is there any special place that you're supposed to put things once you've moved in, your packing materials? All of those kind of questions are important. And most of all, have a great day. Enjoy your new purchase, and welcome to the world of condominium. Bye for now.